just say at the outset, as we sign, we're signing today a memorandum of understanding between the United States and Ukraine on energy. We and so many other countries are determined to do everything we can to continue to help Ukraine build energy resilience. And that's never been more important or more urgent because Putin continues to weaponize the winter with horrific strikes on the entire energy grid, seeking to have people freeze to death, be without lights, take down industry. The United States and many other countries have been working very hard in support of Ukraine to make sure that energy grids can be repaired, replaced, protected, and this memorandum of understanding carries that work forward, making sure again that as things are destroyed, they get replaced, that Ukraine has greater generative capacity, both on a small and large level, that more protections are put in place, and as well that it's further integrated with European energy grid. We've seen great progress on all of those fronts, and there's a tremendous determination, not only from the United States, but from many other countries, to make sure that Ukraine's energy resilience remains strong. More broadly, I look forward to speaking with my friend, the Foreign Minister, on the efforts that we're all making to strengthen Ukraine, to deal with the ongoing Russian aggression. Here at NATO, I hear a shared determination across the entire alliance to make sure that we continue to do everything that's necessary for Ukraine so that it can protect itself, protect its people, and ultimately find a just and durable solution to the Russian aggression. Andrei.
Dear Secretary, thanks a lot for your strong words. I do really appreciate this opportunity to meet with you, to exchange views in such a challenging times. That's true that this document is really a very important document for us, especially now when our people, our civilians, suffering from daily Russian missile terror, and it's a true contribution into our energy resilience. We are speaking about more than $800 million. So once again, thanks a lot, and it's a vital support and assistance in such a challenging time. It's true that Russians, they increased the missile attacks on Ukraine energy objects. And what is new, they started to attack objects of nuclear energy. So that's a true risk of nuclear incident, and all of us need to join efforts to respond properly. Now is not a time to discuss wordings, it's a time to address properly to the challenges which we are facing now. We have regular meetings and talks with you, dear Secretary, and from each meeting the so-called list to do is getting shorter and shorter, and I do really appreciate your personal unwavering support of our territorial integrity and sovereignty. A recent strong decision with regard of strengthening sanction policy and sanctioning banking sector is a true strong instrument to force Russia to the just, comprehensive, long-lasting peace. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. memorialize this too. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, press.
Thank you.
Там перевірте, чи ми все таки присутні. Чи я все таки. Дайте мені.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. We're, of course, happy to welcome the Ukrainian delegation led by President Zelensky. We had a number of fruitful conversations, a number of things for us to follow up and work on. And fundamentally, the goal is, as President Trump outlined it, we want the war to come to a close. We want the killing to stop, but we want to achieve a durable, lasting peace, not the kind of peace that's going to have Eastern Europe in conflict just a couple years down the road. So we had a number of good conversations about how we might accomplish that together, and certainly we'll have many more in the days, weeks, and months to come. President Zelensky.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Very briefly, I think Vice President said everything absolutely correct. We are very thankful for American support. President Trump, we have good conversation today. Our first meeting, not last, I'm sure, and really what we need to speak more, to work more, and to prepare the plan how to stop Putin and finish the war. We want peace very much, but we need real security guarantees, and we will continue our meetings and our work, and we will be very happy to see General Kalak also in Ukraine in this closest time. Thank you, Vice President, for meeting. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you all. Take care, guys.
How does this move forward if Ukraine is not ready to come to the table with Putin? If Ukraine is not ready to speak with Putin at the table, how do you move forward? Will you still negotiate?
Well, look, I think the way that this conversation moves us forward is, first of all, you have great members of the Ukrainian delegation. You have our incredible Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, here. We have General Kellogg. It's important for us to get together and start to have the conversations that are going to be necessary to bring this thing to a close. That's all I'm going to say for now, because I want to preserve the optionality here from the negotiators and our respective teams to bring this thing to a responsible close. Thank you all, and have a good night.
What is the timeline of this
I actually can't hear you when you all shout at once. See you guys. Have a good night.
Let's keep moving.
We are. Here we are. Mr. President, would you talk to President Zelensky again? Mr. President, Mr. President.
So thank you very much. So I just want to say we're going down to Florida. We have a big event tomorrow night, a big MAGA event, Make America Great Again. And it's setting records, and otherwise I'd rather be right now at the White House. But we're doing the big event tomorrow night. We had some big news this week, as you know, because Apple is investing $500 billion. Think of that. And that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a tremendous investment. I guess the biggest investment anybody's ever made in the country at one time. But they're going to be investing a lot of money, $500 billion. We have many other companies that just announced they're coming in. A lot of it's because of how we're doing. We've done a great turnaround in a little more than 30 days, but the country's really doing well. Really doing well. We're respected again all over the world. If you look, we had the Japanese Prime Minister. We had the Prime Minister yesterday of UK, as you know. We had the Prime Minister of India. We have another 20 Prime Ministers and Presidents wanting to come. And very good feeling. I think our country has really turned around. We had a meeting today, as you know, with President Zelensky, and I would say it didn't work out exactly great from his standpoint. I think he very much overplayed his hand. We're looking for peace. We're not looking for somebody that's going to sign up a strong power and then not make peace because they feel emboldened, and that's what I saw happening. I'm looking for peace. We're not looking to go into a 10-year war and play games. We want peace. And it was just my impression that if we do that, if we sign up, he's looking for something that I'm not looking for. He's looking to go on and fight. We're looking to end the death. 2,000 people died this week. Soldiers, more than that, but 2,000 approximately people died this week. Young Ukrainians and Russians. And somebody would say, why do you care about Ukraine and Russian soldiers? I care about them. I care about everybody. And we're not doing that. Now, if we don't do anything, he's going to have to make peace, but he's dealing with a very weak set of cards. If we sign, he's dealing with a very strong set of cards, and then he doesn't want to make peace. So that's where we are. It's very simple. I'm not looking to get into anything protracted. I want immediate peace. President Putin is going to want to make, and he wants to end it. And you saw what I saw today. This is a man that wants to get us signed up and keep fighting, and we're not doing that. Not for this country. So we're setting a lot of records. Economically, we're setting records, and I think every way we're setting records. One of the best is the right track, wrong track. You saw that. We're on the right track for the first time in over 27 years. People are impressed with that. The other thing is the feeling about our country. The feeling is great. It's up 48% on feeling on business. And that's the record we've never had. There's never been a record where we've ever gone up that much in such a short period of time. So we're doing really well. And I guess some of you are coming with us, and if you are, I hope you're going to have a good flight. What? He's got to say, I want to make peace. He doesn't have to stand there and say about Putin this, Putin that, and all negative things. He's got to say, I want to make peace. I don't want to fight a war any longer. His people are dying. He doesn't have the cards, just so you understand it, okay? I can tell you.
Would you tell Zelensky to give the White House?
I don't have to tell you that. Go ahead. I think you know the answer to it. What? Wait. Look, I don't trust or distrust anybody. I just want to get a deal done. And if the deal happens, good. But you can't embolden somebody that does not have the cards, and all of a sudden that person says, oh, well, now I can keep fighting. We're not going to keep fighting. You're going to get the war done, or let them go and see what happens. Let them fight it out. I want anybody that's going to make peace. If he's capable of making peace, which he may or may not be, but I want somebody that's going to make peace. Again, he doesn't have the cards. When we sign up, he's got all of the cards. That doesn't mean he can fight. He's got to stop the fighting, stop the death. He's losing hundreds of thousands of soldiers. It's time to stop the death. Say it? Well, he says he wants it now. He wants to come back right now, but I can't do that. They should have an immediate ceasefire. That was the other thing he didn't want to do about ceasefire. A ceasefire could take place immediately. A contract, if you want to end the war, you sign up an agreement. That's going to take a period of time. It takes time. I want it to end immediately. And I think if you had a ceasefire, it would be a ceasefire, a real one, that would end it. But he doesn't want to do that. That's fine. Do a better deal. I want it to end immediately. I want a ceasefire now. He says, oh, I don't want a ceasefire. Well, all of a sudden, he's a big shot because he has the U.S. on his side. Either we're going to end it or let him fight it out. And if he fights it out, it's not going to be pretty. Because without us, he doesn't win. Let me tell you. It doesn't matter what I'm considering. I'm just telling you. You saw what I saw today. That was not a man that wanted to make peace. And I'm only interested if he wants to end the bloodshed. Thank you very much.